there, welcome back to the Smell of Logic channel. I am Ramona, and we're going to be doing another Reddit stories video today, because that's what we do here. It is, what is your best random advice? Some of these may be good, some of them may not, but everything can't be a winner. Thank you for listening and watching. I appreciate all of you that do that, even if you listen a little bit. If you don't mind, maybe like the video if you like it. If not, that's cool too. Or share it, leave a comment, do something like that. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying any of this. And also, just so you know, I've put out and am continuously putting out some new stuff on Amazon.com, some coloring books, some novels. Just go check it out. There will be a link. I think I've got a link in the description. If not, I'll check that out. It's been a while. Anyway, so let's get on with the video. Ready? What is your best random advice? Fake it till you make it. Okay? When you eat too much Taco Bell, you may shit your brains out, so try not to eat too much of it. Ironic story. The nearest Taco Bell got shut down for food poisoning. Pretty much everyone is sad because, yeah, it gave you food poisoning, but it was still, the only Taco Bell within like a 35-mile radius. The next nearest one is like 75 miles away. I live in the butthole of hell. Let's just say that. As a tribute to my dead old best friend, who committed suicide nearly a decade ago, never pee into the wind. I don't know why those words of wisdom from him stuck with me. Yeah, it's obvious, but it stuck with me. It's funny back then, slightly seems humorous now. It's basically, cow pissing on a flat rock kind of thing. If someone spoke bad about you, live in such a way that no one would believe it. See, that's very good advice. I like that one. So that's very, very solid wisdom. Do not judge people. Do not think you're better than that or than them or that could ever... Let's just start that one over. Do not judge people. Do not think you are better than or that you could never be in that person's shoes. Do whatever makes you happy. Don't people, including yourself. Don't boil pasta without water. Be kind, be polite, be professional, but always have a plan to off everyone you meet. Wear sunscreen. Drink more water. What's done is done. No need to dwell. Manners cost nothing and will get you far in life. In line with this, treat others how you want them to treat you. Wipe a screw or nail through your hair before driving it in. The oils will make the wood less likely to split. I've never heard that. That's interesting. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's interesting. The outcome of ketchup mixed with mayo is better than ketchup or mayo. It's amazing. It's really amazing. That's terrible. I pronounced that wrong, but you know what I was going for. Move on. It's just not worth the pain. Write drunk, edit sober. I've heard the opposite to be true in filmmaking. Don't stress too much. You're doing your best. Sometimes love isn't enough to keep a relationship going. Communication will make or break your relationships. Always spend a few minutes thinking about why you feel the way you do. Save money. You know that thing you kind of want but definitely don't need? Don't buy it. Put the money away. But the monkey lap was only $300. Don't text while driving or drive drunk. Don't where you eat. The worst thing they can say is no. That one has gotten me raises. My mother always used to say, if you don't ask, the answer is still no. Unless you are buying a car or a house, if you can't afford it, don't buy with installment plans. A rule to live by. Yeah, that's very true. I plan today, yesterday. Procrastination, working tomorrow for a better today. When you're asking the why question, it's probably too late to change the outcome. Don't piss into the wind. Go to bed a little earlier and get some sleep. I could use that advice. Nothing is written in stone. You can be a spectator or an actor in your own life. Choose to be actively trying to experience it or get carried by the flow of the passing years. Don't be a dick. It's not very hard. Always season your food. Wash fruits and vegetables before eating them. You never know where they've been. And on that note, I'm going to say always wash new clothes you buy out of a store, or actually if you buy them online or whatever too, because you never know who's tried them on, and you never know what kind of dyes they've put into them, and or softeners or whatever, because there's a lot of that, and you could have an allergic reaction. So always wash brand new clothes, especially underwear and socks and bras, things that are going to go really tightly on your skin. Yeah, just do it, trust me. When grilling or barbecuing sausages, poke holes in them first with a knife. My mother always did that. Move more, eat less, be nicer. Never F anything you can't lift. Control plus shift plus T opens closed tabs. Lead by example. Much of what children learn is through the way you live, not how you tell them to. British tourists. Save time achieving that authentic sunburn look by aggressively rubbing your body with sandpaper before you go on holiday. Complete the effect by applying some deep heat rub. It's kind of cruel. You don't polish a turd, but you can't roll it in. You can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. If you work in a cubicle or a setting while you're sitting down for an extended period of time, stand up every often and stretch, walk around. Your back will thank you for it. Condoms are cheaper than babies. Buy your wife flowers every now and then. When you're in the right, you can afford to keep your temper, and when you're in the wrong, you cannot afford to lose it. Make your alarm something that starts quiet and gets progressively louder. I find that not jolting awake makes the mornings better. Still have a backup alarm that is really loud just in case though. I've been wronged for far too long, been constantly so frustrated. I've moved mountains with less. When I channel my hate to productivity, I don't find it hard to impress. The best advice? Get rich. Well, if you can, you can. Don't forget to bring a towel. Always wash basmati rice till the water runs clear. Tastes much nicer and makes cleaning the pot a whole lot easier. Get a nice mason jar and fill it with Skittles in rainbow order and stick it on your front desk at work. Looks nice and just a random conversation piece. Then you get to eat them. If you don't love something, don't do it. I was miserable in my career, but was making good money. I took the leap and quit knowing it wasn't my passion. I now make about a quarter of what I used to for working for myself, but it's amazing. The lessons I have learned about life and money are priceless. Shower. Oh God, yes, just shower. A burrito does not have to be eaten in a single meal. You can save it for later. When I realized this, my walks home from Qdoba became a happy thing and not a slow shuffle towards regret and sadness. You cannot be a great story writer, until you've experienced loss. Learn the lingo. Live like Bob Ross. Happy painting and God bless, my friend. Don't leave British currency in an Australian car. It doesn't matter how smart, funny, or kind you are. Be good looking if you want to get far in life. It's at times like this that I wish I'd listened to what my mother told me. What did she tell you? I don't know. I wasn't listening. Recreate the thrill of racing in the Grand National by simply climbing onto your garden sheds, putting your hands in your pockets, and then leaping onto the ground below. If your collarbone is not already shattered, try running into a nearby fence to make sure. Moose can kick forward as well as back. No one cares how smart you are. What they care about is what you do. Never forget to breathe. Remember to brush your teeth before heading off to work and before bedtime. Don't do what you love. Do what you can tolerate and use the money to enjoy your free time. Don't buy a pet with a significant other. Go alone and get something you liked and picked yourself, so later when your significant other breaks up with you, you don't get sad every time you see your dog Sparta. Aww. Yeah. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. When you come to make a decision over a multiple of things, you've already decided what you want to do before asking someone for advice. For instance, whenever someone I know asks my opinion on what they should do, I always tell them by the time they've asked, they've already made a decision, and they should stick by it. If the gas pump keeps shutting off when you're trying to fill it up, even though you know you're nowhere near full, pull the handle out a little bit. Not enough to start dumping gas on the ground, just an inch or so. It prevents a splashback that tricks the pump into thinking your tank is full. Also, Canadians, if you're trying to fill up at a pump with the US and a credit card, it asks for your zip code. Replace the letters of your postal code with zeros. See, that's good advice. I didn't know that. I don't know if it's true, but if it's true, then that's good advice. I've been so focused on the piracy stories in the news that when I went to read my first question, I thought it said, what was the best ransom advice? Okay? Jalex has been getting too much about the pirates in the news, and now he is holding someone ransom and is asking how much ransom money he should be asking for a safe return. So my best advice to myself, reading this question, is to read it again carefully and stop obsessing about pirates. Sex ruins everything. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Always have snacks laying around your desk at work. Sometimes people are cranky because they're hungry. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Wipe your butt. If your wife or girlfriend is giving birth to your baby, give her flowers. The word aisle should not be divided so that the I is on one line and the LL's on the next. The reader's attention after the breakups of aisle can never be successfully recaptured. I don't understand that. I'm just going to move on. If you ever experience sleep paralysis, remember it's not real and that you will be fine. What you might see when you open your eyes are a mix of visual sensory input and hallucinations like that of what you see when you dream. It's often dark when you fall asleep. Fear of darkness is fear of the unknown, and if you've never experienced sleep paralysis, you don't really know what to expect. So also fear of the unknown is what you'll most often experience. Are scary things like but the only reason why you might see scary shit is because of your fear of it. It will enhance what you feel, so you feel excitement about the cool experience, then you'll have a great time. And the reason why you can't move is because in order to protect you, your body will disconnect many of the bigger muscle groups to prevent you from acting out of your dreams and hurting yourself while you sleep and dream. But in sleep paralysis, without knowing this about your mind, will naturally jump to the conclusion that something must be holding you down, so you open your eyes to your fears are manifested. Get rid of the fear by informing yourself about it. Ignore the fear-mongering and religious opinions because from what I read and heard from people's, it's BS. Get over the fear and you'll have a great time, which could also lead to some conscious dreaming, which is awesome. A failure in planning is a plan to fail. This too shall pass. Everyone else is faking it too. Sharpen your knives after you chop something, even if you do it for just a few seconds. They'll always stay sharp that way. The best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your arm. Sorry, got distracted there with something. Sorry about that. The best place to keep yourself happy. The rest will take care of it yourself. Or will take care of itself. Don't put Twinkies on your pizza. That's really good advice. It's kind of scary you have to give that advice, but you earn money to spend it. Don't regret not buying something and harp on it for days to decades. I once read a quote that said, "Your path is as crooked as it should be." This has really helped me realize that I shouldn't compare my life to others. My priorities are to travel the world, eat loads, and be happy. Some of my friends went to build on their careers, others went to buy apartments and homes. We're all different, and that's fine because your life is as crooked as it should be. Don't ever scamp out on buying boots or beds, because if you aren't in one, you'll be in the other. Don't F with stupid people. Never look up with your mouth open. If it doesn't grow corn, ignore it. Life sucks, so just do the best you can and to make it suck less. It's easier to stay fit than to get fit. It's hell out there, but it does get easier as you go. But not if you're on some miracle cure and end up completely going back to your old ways. Buying the most expensive thing at a cheap price is so much more satisfying than buying the cheapest thing you can afford in an inexpensive place. Don't ask questions you may not be able to handle the answer to. I think we're going to end it there because that's honestly the best advice right now. Um, Dealing with people on a normal daily basis. Don't ask don't ask questions you may not be able to handle the answer to. So yeah, there you go. I hope you have enjoyed this. Hope you find some kind of value or entertainment or amusement in these videos. And go check out another one. There's plenty here on my channel. And thank you for listening and watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.